Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. We're going to do new format. I'm going to go all the way through all 5 news segments, and the Shakespeare insult is at the end of the day. Thought this was a better format, so here we go. First, though, happy Valentine's to all of you lovers out there. Hope everyone has a wonderful and happy Valentine's Day. Well, yesterday, RFK Jr. was confirmed and sworn in. What a big day. He said Trump was a gift from God to him. Think about Bobby Kennedy's platforms, cleaning up the Hudson, the vaccine issue, healthy food, what's in our food. To have him, he must be dreaming, because if he couldn't be president, this is his dream job. To have that authority on policy, it's going to be incredible. Trump on Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell was the sole Republican who voted against Bobby Kennedy. And Trump pointed out, it's crazy because exactly what I said yesterday on my morning video. I said McConnell is like McCain. At the end of his career, he's a bitter old man. And that's exactly what Trump called Mitch McConnell. Trump is going to go to the Daytona 500 this weekend. Good for him. ICE arrests. Are you ready for this? They arrested a hitman, an El Salvador hitman in Seattle. Tulsi's gray. This is interesting. I always wondered why she kept it gray. She says she keeps that streak of gray in her hair to remind her of the sacrifices that the fighting men and women have made. That's pretty cool. The judge who temporarily stopped the halt of the foreign aid, in other words, Trump halted it and he opened it back up, the federal money, has restopped it. Another victory for Trump. Waste at the EPA and HUD is off the charts. They are finding all kinds of just absolute waste. It's incredible. Doge's next target apparently is going to be NASA. Now just think about that. That's something that good old Elon Musk knows a lot about. 82% of the American public supports term limits for Congress. Way overdue. Trump chided Caitlin Collins from CNN at his press conference in the Oval Office yesterday, said nobody's watches her network anyway. It's kind of a backhanded gig. Remember Ronald Rowe, the temporary head of the Secret Service during the Trump assassination attempts? He's resigned. 14 states have sued Trump, trying to stop all of his Doge work and his illegal immigration work. It's not going to work. Tim Walz is considering a run for the United States Senate in Minnesota because a United States Senate woman, their name is Collins, is going to retire. Jamie Dimon, and he's learning from Trump. I love it. Jamie Dimon says he doesn't effing care how many people signed the "we don't want to go back to work" petition for J.P. Morgan. I love it. Trump says we don't need more nuclear weapons. Isn't that amazing? And he's right. I think we got enough. I think everybody's got enough. Musk sleeps on the floor at the Doge office. You know what? When you are smart as he is and work as hard, it's really hard to criticize a guy like that. The agricultural secretary for Trump has been confirmed. Russia. Trump says he liked Russia back in the G7. Bezos is cutting 2,000 jobs at Blue Origin. Doge, after NASA, apparently they're going to be going after the IRS, and there's already somebody from Doge at the IRS. This is going to be the best, isn't it? And the USAID top watchdog, who was supposed to be watching everything, has been fired. The open AI bid that Musk made relative to his buddy, quote unquote, Altman, he says he'll withdraw that $90 billion bid if AI agrees not to turn for a profit. Kamala apparently would be the front runner if she runs for California governor. They never learn, do they? You know, it's just, I mean, you know how pathetic she is to be governor. All right, can't make it up. HHS found, the department has already found, $22 billion, Homeland Security, $22 billion sent to migrants for cars, housing. I mean, it's insane. It was a corrupt slush fund. Unbelievable. Eggs. You know, eggs cost a lot of money. I read an article from the 10th largest egg producer. He had to kill 6 million hens due to the bird flu. So right now, the egg prices have to do with the bird flu, nothing else. Inflation. I did a Facebook Live about this morning. Isn't it hysterical? Trump takes office January 20th, and they're already trying to blame the inflation numbers in January on Trump. Linda McMahon testified to a Senate hearing. She is Trump's nominee for Education Secretary, and of course they want to abolish that office. Kash Patel is now ready for the final vote to be FBI director. Then we're going to see some really fun stuff. Mayor Adams from New York says he'll open up Rikers Island for Tom Homan. Boy, he's had a reverse. And Chicago's gift room, the mayor unveiled that there's a gift room where gifts come in. It's unbelievable. Turning to local news, thank God they caught this woman. A teenager from Indiana was planning to shoot up her school today in what would have been a Valentine massacre, but they busted her. A 40-year-old was shot over in the west side of Cincinnati. It just goes on and on and on. Children's was voted by Forbes as one of the top workplaces. You know why? They bribe them. I got some information about old Children's. And a 13-year-old killed a 64-year-old. What's coming to this world? Now turning to world news, which I'm going to begin doing because we're going to do this seamless. So Jamie Spindley will prepare the news for me, but I'll handle it. Now we travel around the world and give you the world news. A Russian drone strike hit the radiation shelter at Chernobyl, the site of the world's worst nuclear disaster, causing a fire that has been extinguished. Ukrainian President Zelensky confirmed the attack, but said radiation levels remain stable inside and outside the plant, according to the UN's nuclear agency. A Chinese fighter jet dangerously released flares in front of an Australian military plane over the South China Sea. Australia's defense ministry called the move unsafe and unprofessional and raised concerns with China over the incident. Ukrainian President Zelensky warned world leaders not to trust Russian President Putin's claims about ending the war. The Kremlin confirmed that Ukraine would participate in any future peace talks. A kayaker in Chile had a terrifying experience when a humpback whale swallowed his kayak in the Strait of Magellan. Adrian Samaticas believed he was going to die until the whale released him after a few seconds. His father, who was nearby, caught the whole incident on camera while calmly telling him to stay calm. That's it for world news. Now we turn to sports. Okay, in Sports Without Boundaries today, we've got the University of Kentucky playing at Texas on Saturday. Go Wildcats. Shiloh Sanders has not been invited to the NFL Combine. This is the defensive player and son of Coach Sanders. Of course, his other son is the quarterback who's expected to go in the first round. Deion's not going to be happy about this. And the Buckeyes, the Ohio State Buckeyes, hired Matt Patricia, formerly of the New England Patriots championship teams, as the defensive coordinator. Some people are upset about it. I don't know why. And Jimmy Butler, God love him. They're showing pictures all around the internet. It's gone viral. He had a stain in his pants. Folks, listen, if you're a professional athlete and you're out there playing, you know what? You might have done a short. I stand with Jimmy Butler. Leave him alone. Coming up next, pop culture. All right, here we go with pop culture. Jillian Nation has been awarded the prize of being the Playmate of the Year by Playboy magazine. The View, you can't make this up. The View yesterday were complaining about America being named after a white guy. It was named, if you didn't know this, Amerigo Vespucci, who drew a map and his name was on it. That's how it became America. And Hungry Hippo, a New Jersey woman was killed when on an African safari, a hippo ate her. How the hell did that happen? They're actually suing the company. And Walmart banned. This woman was so astute at robbing with the barcodes at Walmart. She's banned from every Walmart store in the country. Jamie Spindley is only banned from the Men's Warehouse in Florence. And Kanye and Bianca apparently are getting divorced. Kanye's got a lot of bad news lately these days. Coming up next, we'll close with your Shakespeare Insult of the Day. Here we go with the Shakespeare Insult today at Eric Deters Media. We like to insult with grace. Do not be a haggard, burly-boned strumpet. Have a great weekend, everybody.